Okay, somebody wanted to know how to manually use their LX200, so I'm going to describe it here. Now, this is my old Classic, but the same holds true for both the Classic and the GPS LX200, as well as the ACF LX200. Okay, so there's two manual controls. The first down here is your right Ascension, and you'll note that there is a lock. When it's all the way to the right here, that's fully unlocked. And then when you move it to the left, it fully locks it. Now you can leave it, it's a little bit of a clutch, so you can leave it just slightly loose, and you can see the telescope will rotate easily. So if you're tracking or want to manually track, you can just turn this knob quite easily. Okay, second, up here is the declination. Now, on these Classics, you can actually use the declination knob pretty much any time. On the GPS and ACF, I believe they've changed this a little bit so that if the telescope is tracking, do not use this. So if it's being driven by a motor in equatorial mode, I'm not sure, but if it's in Alt-Az, do not use this when you're actually powering everything. If you're not running anything, then you can go ahead and turn it. But what has happened on people with the GPS and ACF is inside here, this contacts a set of gears, and on those units, it can actually strip. And if you go out to Peterson Engineering, they have a kit to fix this. Anyways, going back, fully manual, this one, you can hear it as I turn it, and you'll see it is actually moving that. And if I keep on turning it, eventually it will go and cycle. But what you can do is release the clutch, and you'll note how my telescope swings. It's a little heavy on the top, so it swings through. But you can go ahead and manually grab hold of the back handle here. If you've got one on your LX200, you should. Point it to wherever you're going to point to, and then lock that, and then you can turn to do your fine adjustment and tracking. And likewise here, you can leave this fully off unless you've got some wind, and then you can put a little bit of clutch into it and it'll still move it, and it's not going against anything. Okay, so that's essentially how you manually adjust an LX200 for visual star hopping without any power. Now, be aware, you can't do this on the LX90 because it doesn't have the declination control, so you'd only be able to loosen up the clutch and then have to manually shift the whole OTA. Not a lot of fun, not something I suggest. Same thing with if you have a CPC telescope from Celestron. You have to loosen up the clutch, and you'd have to loosen up the center bearing that's down here, which is a lock. And you could actually do the RA is okay, but the declination, no. But here for the Meade LX200s, this is one of the nice things, is that even if you lost power, you can still use it visually. Okay, that's it.